Hi, this is Leanna with tipbee.com, and today we are going to look at the Barnes & Noble eReader on the iPad. The Barnes & Noble eReader is a direct competition with the Apple iBooks, and I think they've done a good job. I think they are a good competition. They've done well. So here is my library of books. Three of these books came free. I believe that was these three right here. Came on the app when I downloaded it. You just had to download the books. And down here I've got a bunch of free sample books. Barnes & Noble lets you do this, and these ones they actually put on their iPad. It comes with a few chapters, and then when you get to the end it asks you if you want to buy it. So that's kind of nice. You can see if it even seems like a book you'll be interested in. And so these are ones I can download. So let's go ahead and tap one. So it's downloading. It goes really fast. And there we go. And now it's opening the book for me. So when you're reading a book, you swipe left to right to switch pages. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to a chapter so it's more interesting. Here we go, chapter 1. And yeah, you swipe left to right just as you would expect. It doesn't have the cool page turning graphic like Apple does, but I mean that's not necessary. That's just for eye candy. As you can see what I just did, I went to go to and here's contents. Here's any notes or highlights I have made, which we'll look at here in a second. And any bookmarks that I have made, which I haven't, so there we go. So let's actually really quick make a bookmark. I think this is actually kind of neat. Okay, so you tap the corner, and it creates a little dog ear. So I've bookmarked that page now. Now let's go to some other page that's not bookmarked. Okay, and let's look at the word cowboy. I can look in the dictionary, and here we go. It gives me the definition of cowboy. And if I want to see more definitions online, I just tap that right there. I can also highlight. So let's go ahead and highlight this sentence. And with this highlight, now I can actually permanently highlight. And I have already chosen pink as my highlight color, but I'll show you how to change that here in a second. And let's say over here, I want to add a note to this. So I add a note. Let's just write test, I'll be boring, and save the note. Now let's get out of this so we can see. Now I can go to my notes and highlights. And this one right here, it's really small. It's hard to see probably in the video, but it says the top one is a highlight and it says this one is a note. So if I go to my highlight, it brings me to it and it points to it and says that's my highlight. And I can delete the highlight now if I choose. Then I can go to my note. Oh, I guess I didn't tap it right. And here we go. Here's the part of the book I noted, and here's what my note says. So this is very nice, and this is something that iBooks does not do. So if this is something you're interested in doing, eReader does it very nicely. Now I can customize what my book looks like. I can change my font sizes. So here's a giant font, and here's a nice little font. And I'm actually going to go into landscape so we can see the effects this is having a little bit better. I can change the spacing. So here is single spaced, I'm guessing 1.5 spaced, double spaced, and I don't know what would be next, either 2.5 or 3 times spaced or something. So I'm going to go into single spaced. I can change my fonts. Oops, that's the one we're already on. And now it fixed itself. Okay, so it probably has to do with the font. So you can see I'm in 2 columns right now. Just a second ago, I was only in 1 column. And that seems to be a font issue. I didn't realize that was the case earlier. So I don't understand this, why it would do this. I really don't like it like this. It just seems too long to read. I much prefer the 2-page style. But it looks like that is fixable based on a font you choose. So that is very interesting, and it almost seems like it might be a glitch. So here we go. Here's 2-column style, so that's better. Okay. We can look at Barnes & Noble's themes that come included. So we've got printed page, a nice dark theme. Oh, and look, it went back into single column. So I don't know what's going up with that. This seems to happen. The very first book I opened, it looked like this, and I was instantly disappointed. So it seems, I would say this is a bug, because it doesn't seem like normal behavior. Earl Grey, butter pecan, and mocha. So you can choose between these themes, whichever seems the easiest on your eyes. I think the printed page is fine, but the white background, especially if it's dark, may be bothersome to your eyes. And my 2 columns are gone. So, oh, but the themes also choose a different font. So there we go. Those themes chose Joanna again. So I'm going to go back to Georgia just because, nope, still not doing it. Times New Roman, maybe a smaller font. And there we go. 2 columns are back. If you don't like Barnes & Noble's themes, then we can change it to look how we want. So we can change our page color, our text color. Let's actually bring color as a choice. I don't know what would look good on green. That looks horrible, but you get the point. You can also change what color your highlights are, so that's why my highlights were pink earlier, because I had changed them. And you can change what color any links would be. Real quickly, I'm going to go back to the default theme. And there we go. I think that's about everything. Let's see. This one, oh, I can change my margins if I want small margins or big margins. And I can also search any words within the book, similar to iBooks. If I tap the I get some more details about the book. Now this one was a free sample, so if I go far enough into the book, it's going to ask me if I want to buy it. There we go. So I try to turn the page and it's like, nope, you are done, so do you want to buy it? And I can go ahead and shop now to buy it. Oh, and real quick, let's go to that bookmark I created. And there we go. We're on that page that I dog-eared down here. So let's really quickly go look at our library. You have this view, which I like, but this one is actually kind of nicer. It's not just a boring list. It's a 2-column list. So over here I've got my actual list, and on the right-hand side I have information about the book. Now, if I wanted to purchase a book, I come to my book that says, I might have to do this from this view, add books. Oh, I saw it real quick up here, add books. And this launches Safari, and you have to do this in Safari. I wish it was an in-app browser instead, because once I buy a book, then I have to go back and launch ebooks again. So that's kind of annoying. So really quickly, let's download a free ebook. Let's see how this works. Let's go ahead and get, it doesn't matter, I'm just going to pick one. Get free ebook. And I've already entered in my account information ahead of time. And there we go. I'm good to go. And now when I launch the eReader, my book should start downloading here in a minute. There it is. It popped up and it's downloading. So it's pretty painless, except that you have to relaunch the app, which I find slightly annoying. But anyway, I think that about covers it. That has been the Barnes & Noble eReader for the iPad, and I think it is a very good job. I believe Barnes & Noble did very good with this. So thanks.